Hi chums, just getting myself around the corner here. I'm in the greenhouse because it's very, very windy outside and it's just about to start to rain. Okay, earwigs all over the place. Right, Pink Fir Apple, and these were put in on the 3rd of April. So that's May, June, July, August, nearly September, that's 5 months. I gave them the extra time because of that really bad May and June. So we'll see what happens. This bag's already been cut, ready to go, so we'll just lift it off. Now, these potatoes, right, that one there is about perfect. Average about 2.5 to 3 inches and about 1 3/4 to 1 inch long. I put 4 in this bag, so we'll see what we get out. This is actually quite dry. Now whenever I got the seed potatoes, the biggest one I got was about that size there. The rest of them were all in around that. Sorry, about 10% were that size, about 50% were that size, and the other 40% were maybe that or smaller. Did I get that right? 10 and 50, 60 and 40 to 100, okay. I was scared of ending up with maybe 182% there, you know. Now this is not going very well. My friend, now there's a reasonably sized one, he put them in the ground and he was getting 30 to 40 off. Big spider. He was getting 30 to 40 off each plant, but I'm not getting that. These are an old-fashioned English potato, and I saw them on television. There's a chef called Hugh Fearingly-Withingstall who did an experimental life basically on subsistence living in a series called River Cottage, and there's a whole lot of River Cottage rides again, and the son of River Cottage, and River Cottage marries the daughter of Dracula and all this. They're like the old Hammer horrors. When they started running out of things, you got Dracula meets the Wolfman, and Dracula and the Wolfman beat the crap out of the werewolf, the ice monster and all this sort of stuff. Well, it's the same sort of thing. He sort of reinvented himself in a whole different series of programs, and he's really, really good. This is very disappointing actually for me because I was expecting much, much better than this. This mix is the standard one I use of half John Innes and half composted cow manure. And something I have actually noticed is that the cow manure that I'm using this time is a lot coarser than the stuff I used before. I used them last year, and it's the same brand, so I don't know what, maybe their supplier has got a different mix going or something. Because the way they process stuff now is usually very standard and uniform. Oh, this is not good, folks. This is my worst disappointment so far. But I have to be thankful as well, because every time I go to open a bag of potatoes now, I think about poor Sugar Bear and his big potato tower, and got nothing out of it. That must have been absolutely gut-wrenchingly disappointing, and I think about that every time. So we'll see what we got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Well, we'll call it 14 standard size, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 12 split medium, I suppose. That's not great for those plants. They should have done a lot better than that. If those had been in the ground in a mate's house, there would have been about 120 to 160. There's about, what, 2 pounds of potatoes there. So what I'll do is, I noticed like when Gary Gardens was doing his potato reveal, he then put the weight up at the end of the video. So I'll do that now. I'll weigh those, and then when I'm editing this, I'll put the weight on. So there you go, folks. Pink Fir Apple, Old English potato. It looks like there's been slugs at that. Look at that. That's probably slug damage there. It looks like it anyway. Anyway, although the slugs tend to do a more scraping action. Anyway, that's it. Disappointed, but what can you do? Anyway, there you go, folks. All the best now. Bye bye.